All right, today's video is about how to break bad habits and make good habits, because that's really what it comes down to. We all know what's bad for us. We all know pizza is not good for us and apples are good for us. So why do people continue eating pizza? Why do people continue smoking and drinking and doing things that are bad for them and not doing the things that are good for them? Well, that comes from a lifetime of habit, of doing it for a lifetime. You started a long time ago because people did it because it felt good, it tasted good, it gave them a rush, it was an instant gratification thing, and they saw how easy it was to do it, and so they did it again. It's so easy, wow. Very little effort, I put this in my mouth, I feel good, wow. And then whenever they're in a crunch, emotionally, they're stressed, they need a quick fix, they're low energy, whatever the quickest, easiest, most laziest thing is that they can do, just to feel good fast, to get some more energy for another couple hours, to feel better emotionally. It's so easy. But the thing is, the things that are bad for you are usually the quickest fix, the cheapest, the fastest, the most instant gratification. But any investor knows that the long-term investments are the ones that pay off, the ones who end up in paradise, the ones who end up having the good life. In any category, I'm talking about physical health, mental health, relationship health, money health, all that stuff. It's your choice whether you do a short-term investment or a long-term investment. And the long-term ones, they suck in the beginning because you don't see anything happening. Meanwhile, your life's still boring, it's still whatever, and you're waiting for the stuff to come through. It takes a while. But it takes effort, it takes strength. It takes strength to hold out and not give in and spend that money, spend your, whatever it is, your food on a quick fix, on something that makes you feel good right now. So the first step is realizing the long-term stuff is better for you. But really, this is what it comes down to. Let me just get right to the point here. No matter what it is, good or bad, it all comes from basically getting into a habit. And how do you break the bad habits and make the good habits? Well, it's really not that hard. It is kind of hard, but it's really simple. And that is, you simply stop doing the bad things and you start doing the good things. And then you're going to get these moments of temptation where you feel like you just can't go anymore. You got to break down. You just got to, just trust me. Make it through that moment. It's like when you don't eat, you skip a meal, you're really hungry, but then like an hour later, you're not hungry anymore. Your body goes, well, I guess I'm not getting the meal, so I'm not going to try to be hungry anymore. Ever notice that? You skip dinner and then an hour after when you normally have dinner, you're not hungry anymore, even though you didn't eat. It's the same thing with your habits. If you make it through that really hard point where you feel like you're going to give in, you're going to just try to make it through that, and then it fades and subsides, and then you're okay again. It's like fasting. It's like anything. When you don't eat, whatever, it's the same thing with saying no to the bad foods, saying no to the bad habits, the drinking, the smoking, the bad people in your life. It's just funny because usually the people that are bad for you, they're the most seductive. They're the ones that say the smoothest things. There's something mesmerizing about them. There's something you get off of it, but it's temporary, and it's like a poison, it's like a disease. It's like you're inviting a parasite into your life. All these things that are instant gratification are parasites. The drugs, the alcohol, the bad people, the things that you spend your money on to feel good right away. Get over it. Just learn to hold out, because the longer you hold out, the easier it becomes to say no. The first day is the hardest. The second day it's easier. The third day it's even easier. And after the fifth day, you're like, hey, my God, this is so easy now. And by the 20th day, they say you can break habits within 21 days. That's what they say. I don't know if it's true or not. It sounds good. I mean, it makes sense. He seems to agree. What's important is everybody's a little bit different, but the longer you say no to something, the more you are developing a habit. And after a while, that becomes you, and the longer you go not doing the bad things, the easier it becomes to not give into that anymore. And hopefully during this process, you start seeing results. You start seeing, hey, I'm not spending money on that thing anymore. I don't have bad aftertaste from being with that person or that food or that substance. And you'll start to see benefits slowly, a little at first, but it builds. And after a while, you'll notice, hey, my face doesn't look as bad. I don't feel as bad afterwards. I don't have a hangover. I don't have bags under my eyes in the mornings. I don't have wrinkles. I don't feel tired. I feel more energy. I feel better about life. I feel more alive. I look younger when I look in the mirror. People like me more. You'll start to see more benefits to this. And that motivates you even more to say no and keep doing the good things. And once you start getting in momentum, then it becomes like an obsession. Then you're like, oh my God, I want to see how far I can take this. this. And then you start taking it to the extremes. You don't have to take it to the extreme. Just find something because that extreme things, they kind of go pendulum wise. They go all the way this way, then they snap and they go all the way that way. These people that are extremists, like not one drop of oil, not one tiny bit of nuts or seeds, or you can't have any coconut oil, you can't have any olive oil, extremists. My God, it's like at some point, some of those people, they all snap and then they go back to eating junk food and meat and animals and whatever. You can't be an extremist and make it long term. Find a good middle ground. Stay in the middle and keep it decent and reasonable and healthy, something that you can manage for a lifetime. That does not mean cheating and snacking and doing all the bad, a little bit in between there. I'm talking about whatever the healthy thing is, don't take it to the extreme. Just find something that you can maintain for a long, long time, hopefully a lifetime. It's something that's easy to stick to with a little bit of leeway here and there. So that's really what it is. Anything you do over a longer period of time just makes it that much easier. And you'll notice, no matter what it is, also a way of thinking. Stop the negative thinking. Stop the pessimism. Stop the whiny self-pity attitude that people have. Oh, my life sucks. Oh, I wish I was you. It would be great to have your life. Stop that. Stop that. That's a bad habit. That's a bad attitude, because that's going to keep you in a terrible way of living. What you think, how you feel attracts more of that. So get all the negative things out of your life. The way you think, what you eat, the people you're with, everything that's holding you back and down and making you feel bad, get it out of your life. And anytime you see something bad tempting itself, trying to creep into your life, say no. Just say no and turn the other way and start thinking good thoughts. Find something to be thankful for. Find something to enjoy. Do something that makes you feel good, that's healthy. And after a while, you'll start being proud of yourself. Every bodybuilder will tell you it's painful to build muscles. You need to work out. You need to work hard. But after a while, you look in the mirror and you go, wow, that was worth it. That was worth it. And I'm thankful I held through for that. And boy, do I look, and now people look up to me as a role model. Do you want to be on the downside where people make fun of you and you hate yourself when you look in the mirror? Or do you want to be somebody that people look up to? Or at least you're happy and content with yourself. Don't worry about what other people think. What do you think about yourself? You have to like what you see in the mirror. You have to like your life. You got to like everything about your life. And if there isn't, whatever category you don't like about your life, no matter what it is, again, physical, mental, emotional, relationship, money, you can work on it. Work on it by building a good habit, a habit that is good for you. It's a long-term investment. At the beginning, it's not easy, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. And anything that you do over a period of extended time, that becomes your way of life. Good or bad, and it's your choice. Every little thing that you decide in every moment of your life, when you go out to eat at a restaurant, the choices you make, the way you talk to somebody, the way you choose to see anything in your life, your money decisions, your relationship decisions, every thought, every word, every choice becomes a habit. And after a while, that makes you who you are. People will say, oh, that's that person that does this all the time, or talks like this all the time, or thinks like this all the time. And people start avoiding you, or they get attracted to you based on what you have developed as a habit. So you might as well develop habits that attract people and make them like you and you like yourself, rather than build habits that make you not like yourself, which eventually makes other people avoid you also. It's not easy. When you first start, it's hard. You already kind of know what's good and what's bad. It's your choice whether you do it or not. And stop giving into those weak moments. Those weak moments, think of it this way, all right? Let's take food, for example. This is different. It's the same with everything else. Like a one-night stand with a person is the same as eating food that you know you shouldn't. And it's just a quick little fling. You enjoy it. Think about food. You put it on your tongue. Why do we eat food? Most people eat food. I made another video about this. Why people choose the food that they do. It's mainly taste and texture. It's not for nutritional value. It's for taste and texture. You put it on your tongue. The texture feels good. The taste is something you like. You bite it a few times and you swallow it. It's gone. Okay? That experience, you chose that food for a 5-second experience or a 10-second experience. Then you swallow it and it's over, and then you need another bite to keep that experience going. So all said and done, you are choosing that food for something that only lasts a few seconds. And then you got to pay the price for the next day, the next week, and if you keep doing that food, for the rest of your life. And it makes you who you are. It makes you how you look in the mirror. Those 10 seconds over and over makes you who you are. It creates your cancer, your health disease, weight problems, wrinkles, your sagging, your loss of hair, your bad attitude, your relationship issues. That all comes from little 10-second choices that only last 10 seconds. You can make it through those 10 seconds. Just stop it. Don't put that on your tongue for that stupid 10 seconds of gratification. After you don't eat it, which only, it takes a moment or two to get over not eating it, but instead of paying the price for the next few days, you're over it within 5 minutes. Yeah, it was hard to say no, but now you don't have to pay the price of waking up with bags under your eyes, having low energy, and you're constipated, you have health diseases and skin diseases and God knows what because you ate something you shouldn't have. That was only going to last like a 5-minute experience. It's over in 5 minutes. It's easy to say no to something and then you get into a habit. It was tough for 5 minutes. It was tough for 10 minutes, but I got over it, and boy, am I thankful I said no to that. So think of it that way. Everything in your life is a bite of food. You could say this to that person. You could do this, road rage, same thing. It's over in a few seconds, a few minutes. Just make it through that. Don't react. It's over in a few seconds, and then you'll be glad you didn't do it. You'll be glad you didn't eat the bad food, do the bad reaction, whatever it is, bad money decision, bad relationship choice, bad choice of words to somebody. Just hold out. Bite your tongue. Don't do it. It's over in a few seconds, and then you can move on, and you'll be glad you didn't give in like everyone else does to those weak moments. And that's what creates good habits or bad habits. It lasts a lifetime. Bad habits are a bunch of little 5-second things that you just keep doing over and over because you got into a habit. Break the habit. Don't look at a habit as something that is huge. It's a lifetime. It's years. I can't break years. No, it's little 5-second things. That's what you're breaking. You're not breaking something that is the size of years or decades. You're breaking something that is 5 or 10 seconds long that you just keep doing. Big things are made of lots of little things. A house is built from 1 million bricks. That's it. Don't look at the house as 1 million bricks. Look at the house one brick at a time. And then it becomes easy. A journey begins with one step. Focus on that first step. The second step becomes easier, and then the third step becomes easier than that. There you go. Breaking habits is not that hard if you break it down to the little individual steps, the single bricks, the single 5-second moments. It's life-changing. And once you start doing it, it becomes something that literally anything you have in your life that you're not happy with, your money, your relationships, your food, your health, your weight problems, no matter what it is, it starts with creating the good habits and stopping the bad habits. Don't look at a bad habit as an elephant. Look at it as a fly. It's a bunch of little things. It's just the same little thing over and over. And once you break it, it's easy. I want you to really think about that. That's what changes lives. It's not somebody else that's going to come and save you. It's you changing your habits, the ones that you created. And once you change that, people will start coming to you out of the woodwork. You're being driven away from you by your bad habits, and they'll come attracted to you for the good ones, but it's up to you to change that situation. Stop waiting for someone else to save you. Do it yourself. And all it takes is have the ability to say no for 10 seconds. That's it. Your life will be a whole new person. Think about it. I'll see you in the next video.